Gemini Man is a movie I had a chance to catch recently on Amazon Prime. And yes, normally I'm back in the 1930s and 1940s, but from time to time I'll watch something a little more modern. And this one came out, I think, last year. The film was okay, although the pacing did feel a little bit plodding. I will say that I do like how director Ang Lee carefully will frame scenes and often really puts the attention on the beautiful details of the background. Parts that were filmed of Costa Rica, for instance. I think he very nicely captures some of the bright colors of the buildings, some of the ocean scenes. I thought that was nicely done. But I mean, let's be honest, the gimmick of this film is to see the regular Will Smith around age 50, and he's going to be meeting up with his computer de-aged younger self. So that's kind of the main thing we were watching this for, to check out. There were two other co-stars with him in this movie. There was an actress, I don't know, and the guy who played Wong from Doctor Strange. But both honestly seemed completely unnecessary to this plot. Because in fact, the film is built on that one thing. It's man versus man, the younger meeting the older, and so on. And I think that would have been more than enough, but whatever. The film goes on for about 40 minutes before Will Smith meets his younger self. And up until that point, the film has kind of an interesting action, intrigue, Bourne Identity vibe going on to it. But then at the 40-minute mark, they encounter one another and the film starts to get silly with some Matrix-y style shootouts and stunt gimmicks. For instance, the young Will Smith punches the old Will Smith in the head with the tire from his motorcycle. I mean, I think we were just laughing when we saw that scene. It was just goofy. And then the film just kind of, I felt, crumbled apart toward the end. It just becomes the story of the old hero versus the young, and they're trying to solve a mystery, nothing too shocking. But really why I wanted to talk about this film is the effects. Now, I have to admit they did a fairly decent job with the de-aging effect. Mostly. But there's still something about it that my brain can't quite register as right when I see this computer de-aged Will Smith. I mean, for the most part, it works. Maybe because you only see brief bits and pieces of the young Will Smith for the most part. But as you near the end, you start to see a little bit more of a closer study of the younger Will Smith, and something just seems off about it. I want to believe it, and yet my brain just keeps telling me, no. Now, again, the effects are good. I can tell they're getting better with the technology, and the de-aging CGI is advanced. And it's definitely leagues better than like the creepy Jeff Bridges de-aged from the Tron Legacy movie, or the de-aged Xavier and Magneto from that one X-Men movie. But even with the advances in the technology, it just still feels wrong. And maybe it's because I grew up and I remember seeing Will Smith as an actual young actor in, like the Fresh Prince. And I know in my brain what he should look like and sound like as a younger guy. And I think it's my brain watches this, and it just does not put two and two together. It cannot compute that this new version of a young Will Smith is something I have to accept as real. And the brain is just saying, no, I don't think so. I just can't quite place it. I don't know. So those are just some thoughts. Gemini Man is currently on Prime, and that's a big part of why I decided to check it out. Since it was free, it's okay. The direction is fine, and it's often visually appealing. But again, the co-stars weren't necessary, and those computer effects, I don't know. I just can't place it. Maybe watch it for yourself and see if you feel the same way.